What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, boys?
How's it going?
All right, how about you?
Good, good. Stoked.
Another episode.
We're back in.
Back at it.
It's spooky season.
It is spooky season.
Halloween's almost here.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
get excited.
Are you going to like any like parties or anything like that?
You know what? It's funny because as I've gotten older, it's less and less parties. Like my buddy who would throw a party, had a kid, stopped throwing a party.
Mm-hmm.
My other friends just kind of moved and then never started another party. So it's like, cool. My 2 or 3 spots that I would go to every year, it's like gone. I'm like, do I have to spend $100 on a costume? Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's true, dude. It's exploited so hard,
Oh my
dude.
god.
Like if you try to do anything that's not like homemade costumes.
Oh, even no, I go homemade and they go expensive.
Oh, still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done pretty well as far as not really spending too much on our costumes.
You can try, yeah. It depends on what you're trying to go for.
Right. We've been pretty lucky, I think. But dude, when you go to like the Spirit Halloweens, that shit is expensive.
Oh,
as
for
fuck,
sure.
dude.
I did one a couple of years ago. So my buddy hits me up. He's like, "Yo, last minute, we're going to this Halloween party." I'm like, "Fuck, all right. Well, I have to dress up,
Mm-hmm.
you know." And I'm like, "All right, it's Spirit Halloween. I just like, fuck it, give me Ghostbusters costume, you know."
Mm-hmm.
I can buy it now, and then any other random party I can have it. Great.
And you can use it whenever too.
I showed up to my buddy's house to meet up with them, and then we're all going to go to this party. He also is wearing Ghostbusters costume.
Wait, but the
We didn't
same
decide-
person?
Yeah.
Oh no, who was it?
My buddy Tommy.
No. I mean,
Oh.
which Ghostbuster?
Oh, I think they had all the different names, so you could like Velcro them on, like which one it is.
Oh, okay. So you guys can go as
we can go
someone-
with separate ones. But it was just funny that we
that is hilarious.
did not plan it at all. Like him and his wife were Ghostbusters, and then I show up as a Ghostbuster,
Yeah.
and then we go to this party, and it's 2 other couples, and they're just sitting there watching the Ohio State game. It's not a party. I'm like, why the fuck did I spend $100 there or spend all that money?
Were they at
To
least in
dress up.
costumes?
No.
Oh, they weren't. So
No.
only just you guys were in costumes?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, dude, you have to get better explanation of what a party is.
Well, this is embarrassing.
Yes.
Like it's funny too. Like you were able to switch off the name tag because I thought it was gonna be one of those situations
it
like
turned into like,
Oh,
no,
God.
I want to be Peter Venkman.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Venkman
okay,
and-
fine.
yeah.
I'll be Ray.
yeah, I'll be the black guy. No, I was just saying it was like like where I feel like where there's like 2 girls that show up and they're both wearing the same dress. They're
Oh
like,
my god.
well, one of us is gonna have to change.
I had an ex that we did Wayne and Garth the one year, and we went downtown and went to a couple other bars, and everywhere we went, there was another Wayne and Garth. Another couple was Wayne and Garth. I mean, ours was a lot better, but
Yeah.
it was like okay.
Yeah, I do feel like that's a typical costume that
Yeah,
you see around about.
couple costume. It was like a
Yeah,
last minute thing. It's like,
It's easy.
hey, let's do this.
Everybody
I'm
knows
I don't
it.
want to do that. Like, yeah, let's just fucking Wayne and Garth. Like,
Yeah.
All right, cool.
What's like your one of the favorite costumes that you've done?
Um,
Actually, give me some other costumes. So we've done Ghostbusters. We got Wayne and Garth. What are some other costumes you've done?
So for a while there, I was kind of doing like mashup nerd shit.
Okay.
Like I did Boba Fett as a pimp. I just saw it at a Comic-Con.
okay.
It's like,
No, that's-
yeah, it's a Boba Fett costume and then like all pimp stuff and
It's like
pimp
Boba Pimp.
Boba Pimp. I even printed out Star Wars dollars and started making it rain. with
Dude, that's good.
it. I apologize to the Richland for steal for that. I just threw it all over the place and was like, all right, I'll clean that up.
And I'm leaving. Garrison, whoops.
Oh,
Moldavort, you clean it up.
But
You guys didn't hear that.
Yeah, we'll edit that one out.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I did find out that we do have a mole.
Oh, we have more.
There's there's somebody. It took me a minute. I started figuring things out, but then I ran into Moldavort, and
Yeah.
he was still calling me out on shit. He knows that
He
we
knows
call
like
him.
Multivort.
He knows that. Yep. And he
He's
said
already listened to the show. It's just like
he doesn't listen to it.
Really?
No, he doesn't do any of that shit.
I
Like
know. Well, it's just like they're talking about me. I can listen.
no,
Alright.
no. It doesn't matter because there is a mole.
You know who the mole is?
I know who it is
All right.
because I ran into Moldavort and we were hanging out bullshit and he's like, so you're still talking about me, huh? And I was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, well, I know that you guys called me by a different name. I was like, that's what you said, right?
Mhm.
And he's like, yeah, but like you could just stop telling stories. I'm like, no, wait, dude, we have too many good stories to not tell. People got to know,
Exactly.
dude.
Yeah, you got wrapped up in too many stories.
Yep. And then, and I'm like, so you know that we call you Moldivore? And he's like, yes, I do. And I was like, okay. I was like, so how the fuck did you figure this out? Do you have any guesses on who the mole might be? It's a
No
Richland
idea.
person.
Oh God, that could be a lot of people that I don't. Yeah.
I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count.
I have
And
no
that's
idea.
just what my dad used to
Yeah,
say
I
when I
know.
was younger.
If you know who it is, you know who it is.
Yeah.
I actually don't know who it would be.
It's Francis.
Really?
Francis, we know.
Well, thanks for subscribing.
Yeah.
Listening
No,
to
no.
all the
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
but,
yeah.
Like, fuck off! Don't get us in trouble.
Yeah, quit running to him and telling him all of our stories.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
It's
if
for
you
the
do, at least,
fans. It's not for him.
yeah, yeah. If you are gonna tell him something that happened on the episode that we were talking about him, make it like
Make shit up.
Well, no, no, because I don't trust Francis doing that.
That's right.
Francis, what you need to do is make it like intrigue him. Be like, yo, they were talking about you on pizza bagels, and they said something about this, and then just leave it at that. Like, I didn't really
That's
get.
what I said. Make something up.
Well, no, but like
Oh.
whatever we are talking about, but like make it like a, what do you want to call it? Like, I don't like a preview, but like, you know what I mean? Like where you like just a small hint, and then just be like, oh, I didn't get a chance to listen to the rest of the episode, and maybe Moldivore will actually listen to
There you
it.
go.
Yeah, that's how we get them. So Francis, quit being a mole. You're on our side, buddy.
Yeah.
Also, thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thank you. And tell your friends.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah, all of that as well.
Um.
So we got sidetracked.
Yeah. So what was the other one? Oh, the other good one I did was Captain America, the white trash Captain America.
Okay.
It was a USA cut off like tank top, Captain America mask with a mullet,
Sick.
sweatpants, stars and stripes socks with sandals.
Perfect.
I cut the beard off, but had a Fu Manchu.
Oh man. Sick.
And then took a metal trash can lid and spray painted it as the Captain America shield.
That's what I was gonna ask, if you use like a trash can
Oh,
lid
yeah.
for like the shield. That rules.
and just carry around PBR, like a belt full of PBRs.
Yeah, like Cousin Eddie style.
Yeah.
Like the vacations, he had the
Exactly.
bush hanging in his belt loop.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, dude, that
Yeah.
rules. Oh man, those are great.
Yeah. I know you've done what the
Last year was Little Nicky, and Jess
yeah.
was Tithead.
Yes.
Um,
I saw those pictures. Those are great.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. We won 2 out of 3 costume contests, which I think I talked about this last year.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking Winchester costume
always gonna be
contest was
one.
bullshit.
yeah.
And then I've also done Sweeney Todd,
Okay.
which I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I've done Pee Wee Herman,
Yeah, I've seen Pee Wee Herman. That
Mhm.
was awesome.
and you ever seen the show My Name Is Earl?
Yes.
I also did one year. I was Earl.
Earl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hair was like long enough that I could slick it back,
yeah.
and it was also great too because like I even like made took the folded up paper and just wrote down a bunch of shit, and then I stuck it in my pocket
yeah,
for
yeah,
his
yeah.
list.
Hell yeah.
And every single photo, my eyes are closed too.
Of course.
So-
you gotta hold on to the details.
You have to, yeah.
The one I wanted to do before parties stopped happening and it was going to be very expensive was the Incredible Hulk Hogan.
Sick.
So the Incredible Hulk,
yeah,
paint
yeah.
myself green, but then blonde or like I was going to do like a purple mustache like Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
and just kind of mash the two of them up.
Oh man, if you can get like a Hulkster shirt,
Yeah,
and
oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
have that like in that kind of ripped, so
Yeah.
it's
I was
dude,
I
that's
was gonna
dope,
go like
dude.
a purple shirt, to match the
The
Hulk
theme, yeah,
colors, but like everything else is Hulk Hogan.
yeah. If you can get a purple shirt that says Hulkster on it,
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be so good.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to do that this year?
Not this year because I got nothing going on. So
Okay, fair enough.
it's one of those I was gonna save it for later, but it seems like those days are kind of behind me. Everybody kind of grew up and now as kids, so they're not having adult Halloween parties anymore.
See, we would throw parties like for Halloween parties. I think we did like maybe 2 years.
Okay.
But it gets to the thing is that like when Jess and I throw parties, we like to have everybody just fucking hang out all night.
Right.
Unless we hit a point where like, hey, like it's 12:30, does everybody want to pile down to the bar? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But Halloween parties, everyone's got 15 to go to, so like people hang out and then
That's
they're like
how
for an hour and a half
Dave
or
used
2
to
hours.
throw
And
a lot
then,
of them, and it was like, all right, at like 12 o'clock, everybody's setting up like, all right, well, fuck it, we're going to the Richland.
yeah,
And half the party would clear out. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, it's either go home or we always did it on a Sunday, no matter what what time. So it was
Oh, for the Sunday
it was Sunday
Richland
fun
thing.
day, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like it made it easier that like to do Halloween parties on a Sunday because everybody else is doing it on Saturday. So,
Yeah, Friday and Saturday nights. Yeah. Good call.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are you guys doing anything this year?
My sister's having a Halloween party out in
Nice.
Medina, so we're gonna go check that out.
You got a
It's
costume
like-
lined up, or you just don't want to say anything?
No. Yeah, we have a costume lined up.
Don't want to say anything.
Don't want to say anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get that in November 1st.
Yeah. We'll have photos.
You have to turn into that episode.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's not as cool as the little Nicky and Tithead one, but
Yeah.
it's still like
Every year can't be worse.
we've had like a lot going on in the last
you guys
handful
have
of
been
weeks
very
and
busy
shit. So
trying to catch up from Japan. So
right. So I mean, this is still it's still fun. Like I'm still excited for it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah, but so fucking. What about? Do you ever like pass out candy or anything like that?
Yeah, I got roped into passing out candy at my parents' house last year. They were out of town, and my dad's like, "You got to come in and pass it out." And when I grew up, it used to be all night, couple hundred kids, bags of candy. You know, it was like it was nonstop. No joke, 20 kids,
Yeah.
and it was all the first half hour. I'm like, why am I here?
Where do they live?
North Ralston.
Okay. So does
So-
it seem like a pretty decent neighborhood?
Yeah, what happened was the neighborhood was all the parents when I was a kid moved in, and so there were kids everywhere, and then they just never moved out. So all the kids left, and there's
And
nobody
still-
left. No kids left. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, it's
So you're
one of those dying off
na-
neighborhoods. It's like,
Gotcha.
there are houses that pass out full size candy bars.
Mm-hmm.
It was like you couldn't hit every house in the development at one point.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like
good.
choking on my spit here.
But yeah, what about you? Do you guys pass out candy?
We pass out candy every year.
Okay.
So yeah, more than welcome to come hang out if you want to.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, we pass out candy for the kids, and then we have a separate bowl for the adults, and we buy like those little like nips of booze
nice. Yeah.
and like koozies
Yeah.
and shit like that.
There you go.
Shot glasses, like the little plastic shot glasses.
So the adults are like, let's go back to that house.
Yeah. And that's the funny thing too, is that like the families would come by, the parents are at the sidewalk where the kids come up there, and they're like, trick or treat, and they take out candy, and as the kids are walking back down, we're like, wait, what about you guys? And they're like, what? And like, we have an adult trick or treat too. And they go, oh, for real? I'm like, yeah. And they go, what do you got in there? I'm like, well, you're gonna have to come take a look.
Yeah.
And they go in there like, oh shit, yeah, let me take this like little bottle of Jameson or like Fireball or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
like those like little tiny
Yeah,
bottles.
that's awesome.
And then of course you get some of the parents that are fucking snooty as shit. They're
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, why would I want booze when I'm taking my child out? I'm like, you don't have to drink it right now.
Yeah.
Take it with
Your
you.
kid's not eating all the candy as they go.
Yeah. You can get
It's
home.
literally just throw it in the bag and then see if there's razor blades later.
Yeah. Like it's a fucking Wednesday. When the kid goes to bed after this, then fucking have yourself a little shot.
Yeah,
Fuck
like-
off.
Neither of us have kids, but it's like, would you be doing that? We have to check for razor blades and like take out your favorite piece.
Oh,
of candy.
yeah. Yeah, my parents used to do that shit to me all the time.
My favorite was growing up. It was my mom would have us bring winter jackets with us to buy Halloween costumes every year, because when we were kids, it was snowing every year,
Oh, it was always cold.
and
Yeah.
it was like my mom's like, I know damn well you're not gonna put the jacket over your costume, so you're gonna put it under your costume.
Oh, so you put
So
it
you're
on and then
warm.
try out your costume?
Yes, so it fit
Oh.
your winter jacket, and even though it's like August and it's 95 degrees outside, it's like, why do I need my winter jacket? And I'm like, it was kind of smart,
No, it's super smart.
because these days don't understand that. I mean, it was cold last year, but that was about it.
It was, yeah, the last few years it has been slightly chilly. I feel like last year wasn't too bad. 2 years ago, I remember it being like pretty cold.
Yeah.
And pre-COVID, there was definitely nights where it was cold as fuck. That's back when I was living with
yeah.
Moldavort.
Oh, the worst one was a couple years. This was like 2005, 6. I went down to OU for Halloween. I don't know if you ever went down there or not.
No, not for Halloween. No.
Halloween's a shit show down there. They shut down the whole city. Everybody's like partying it up, and I was getting tattooed that day down there, and I didn't know the whole town shut down at 3:00.
Interesting.
So I didn't get beer in time. But my buddy's like, "Oh, we got beer at the house, and it's Natty Ice."
Ugh.
You ever heard the one sip and you're like, "I can't drink this."
Oh yeah.
That's what happened. The problem was I went as the ugly girl at the party. I just bought a dress and a wig and had chest hair and
Oh
5
yeah.
o'clock shadow and everything like that hanging out. Like I did not care, and so it was like, "Oh,
So you had to do
booze."
that sober.
Yeah, just do that sober and had a tattoo. So people were bumping into it. I'm just like holding my arm up the whole night, like, the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't want anybody hitting this freshly tattooed. I just
Yeah.
got 4 hours ago. It was like, I'm freezing and cold. I'm sober.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, liquor warmed me up, and like, no,
Mhm.
I think that's a false. At least with me, it doesn't never warms me
Oh
up.
yeah.
So
Speaking of freezing cold, 2 years ago, Jess and I were Hugh Hefner. She was Hugh Hefner, and I was a Playboy bunny.
fuck yeah,
And so like
You're
I
freezing
had
your ass off.
oh dude, I had like yeah, because I have like that one piece thing that's slightly too small. Like we were playing like beer pong because we went to my sister's house for a party,
right.
and like if the ball fell off the table and I'd like bend over to pick up the ball, the snaps like that are like right
Oh,
below my
okay.
balls would like unsnap. I'm
At
like,
least it
God
didn't
damn
rip.
it. Yeah. And I had to like keep snapping it, but I had
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking like leggings and like the bunny ears and all that shit. And I had no shirt on underneath my fucking
course.
thing. And it was freezing. So I have like a pea coat that I was wearing.
Yeah,
But the funny thing is that like at my sister's parties, like my brother-in-law's family, they're all a little more reserved. And so I fucking walk in there. I took my jacket off and I just walk into this because they had this big giant barn where everything was going on.
right.
I walk in there and it was just fucking necks were breaking, like looking at me like, what the fuck? Like,
It's always fun.
what the hell is Tony doing, dude?
Yeah.
And like there's people are like they're taking photos of me, like,
Hey.
look at this freak show. But it was hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Yeah.
The gender swap is always the best one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually a year before that Jess and I switched each other's roles up.
Yeah.
I had the big red wig on, and I had like one of her bras is stuffing socks in there.
And she did you.
And-
Yeah, I saw
oh
you. It
yeah,
was
dude,
perfect.
so good, dude. Like her spotting up the beard and wearing like my hat and shit.
Yeah. The I Jen and Dave stopped throwing Halloween parties, but there was one idea I had with the girl I was dating at the time, and she was. I was like, "Let's go as Jen and Dave," but I'll be Jen, you be Dave, and she's about the same height as Jen,
Okay,
and of course, so it's like
just a small
super
small
awkward.
Dave,
Yeah.
yeah.
small Dave, big
Squish Dave and stretch out
and
Jen.
me Jen.
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious.
So you would shave the beard for that? I'm like, yes. I
Oh,
don't care. It'll
Gender
grow
swap's
back.
hilarious. Yeah, it's always funny.
But they stopped throwing parties. I'm like, wow, you
Yeah.
ruined it. Thanks.
Yeah. You know what's funny too is that like when we were at this party when we swapped each
Yeah.
other, there was like dudes like kind of hitting on me and
Fuck
like
yeah.
chicks kind of hitting on Jess too. But it was like weird. It's like you guys know that I'm a dude, right? Like I didn't shave my beard. I kept my beard,
Right.
you know, but I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like
You're
I
a
don't know
pretty
if-
boy.
yeah, and of course, like you get in there and it's like, oh, you got let me feel your boobs. You know, I'm like, yeah, I feel my boobs. And then there's like one dude, like halfway into the night, like we're already all kind of buzzed up, and he's like, oh, "Hey, can I feel your boobs again?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude." I'm like, "Come on, get in here, feel my titties."
All right, it's the fourth time. You're making it weird. now.
Yeah, well, he was like squeezing them, and then he's like looking at me, and then like looking at my boobs, and it felt like a Beavis and Butthead. He's like,
So you never had
and I was like,
before?
"Ugh." I'm like, "Get out of here, dude." I'm like, I don't know if you're like pretending that it's Jess, or like.
That's even weirder.
Or just or is it that you're like Tony looks really hot as a chick and I kind of want to do stuff. I don't know. But chicks were hitting on Jess too, like
that's
like
like
thinking it was like a dude or maybe it's a lesbian. I don't know.
the with the ugly girl at the party wearing the dress downtown, like whereas they walk down. I picked up a lot of girls that night, and then my buddy cockblocked me for all of them. But
Ah.
yeah, he was like, "No, we gotta find the group." I'm like, "Fuck the group. There's enough for me, you, and your roommate. Like we're
yeah,
good.
yeah, we're set, dude.
Yeah, I got almost all the girls. It's fine."
Mm-hmm.
All I just said is like, I don't know how girls walk around in this dress, and they're like, "Oh, you're funny. We're a guy wearing a dress. All right." I'm like,
I want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's one of those. It's like St. Patrick's Day downtown. It's like you turn around and everybody's gone.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like that kind of chaos.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
The worst part is no pockets.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
dude, trust me. Same thing in the Playboy outfit.
But
I
then I
had no
ran out of
pockets.
cigarettes when I was smoking at the time. It was like,
Mhm.
I was like, all right, well, I'll just go to the gas station. And they're like, you see that line that went back about a mile? That's the line to get to the one gas station in town. I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, I just started offering money for cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just give
Just
me
gonna
like
bum
3.
all night.
Yeah, just let me bum. But I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to bed.
Halloween now, it does kind of like suck because it's like only like from like 6 to 8, and it's like only while it's daylight
Was it
hours.
6 to 8 when we were kids though?
I don't think so. No,
I thought it was, or maybe 6 to 9.
whatever. It doesn't even
I
matter
mean, you
what
had
they
some people
scheduled.
like, yeah.
But times were different. Because like in the 90s, like everybody was going trick or treating until like no more houses had like a porch light on.
I mean, it's still like that.
I remember. No, it's not. I remember
Really?
being out till like 10, 11 o'clock at night with my friends, like
Really?
skating around the streets, like looking like, oh, there's a house, let's go. Now, like it's so strict. Like I think it starts to kind of get darkish at like 7:30, so you get like maybe about a half hour roughly of like kind of darkness. But 8 o'clock, it's basically done.
It's about 7 o'clock when it gets dark now.
Well,
When
it
daylight
starts
savings-
heading in that direction. Yeah.
Once daylight savings kicks in.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's about 7.
But what is that next month though?
No, it's before Halloween.
Is
It's like-
it?
it's
Is it
like
coming up?
Yeah, it's like it might be happening.
God, I fucking hate this. When was this? I thought this was supposed to stop like a couple years ago.
I don't know. Farmers are fucking weird.
Let's see. Yeah, we don't need that shit anymore.
No.
When is daylight savings?
You know what? Just change your clocks now.
Oh no, it's November 3rd.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So-
Sometimes it's before.
Yeah. So take note, guys. November 3rd. It's a Sunday, 2024. Well, yeah. Is it Saturday night into Sunday?
Saturday
That's how.
night to
Yeah.
Sunday,
So that
'cause I
midnight.
always joked around at the bar. It's like we get
Get an extra hour,
It's like,
yeah.
no, you don't
I'm
go
like,
home. I'm like,
Fuck you guys. Yeah. I'm like,
bartenders are like never like cool with that. It's like they're cool with the fall one. It's like, all right, cool. And we get out an hour early. Get the hell out of here.
in the spring.
Oh, is it spring?
Yeah, when it springs forward. Yeah, when it goes forward because at
Spring ahead.
midnight-
Yeah, spring ahead. fall
because
back,
at midnight it goes to 1
That's
a.m.
right.
Yeah, so
I don't
yeah,
know. Daylight savings sucks.
yeah, it's fucking stupid. But yeah, I because like Saturdays when I was bartending, I was already there for 14 hours, and I'm like, cool, let's be here for 15. Yay! You guys get one more hour of drinking when you're already fucking dumb,
Yeah.
drunk. Fuck you guys.
I was gonna steal a joke from one of the podcasts I listen to. Every like around this time of year, every week they're like, "Change your clocks. It's this Saturday," and just to fuck with people,
Oh,
because people never know when it is.
yeah, that's hilarious.
I mean, like, granted, like most of us, I'm guessing you're the same way. You have the alarm on your phone, and that's how you wake up in the morning. So it's not really that much of a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like,
Yeah.
just the manual clock in your car, you might have to change, but that's about it.
The car, yes,
Yeah.
but yeah, and like the stove's got a clock. I think that's really it.
Microwaves are hard to
We
program.
we don't even fuck around with the microwave
Yeah, just
anymore
leave it at
because
zero.
yeah, just leave it at 0. Who cares? Yeah, the stove is accurate, so that gets switched. But I think that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just our phones,
Yeah,
so
phones
just
are-
automatically.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, Halloween was so much cooler when we were kids.
Oh yeah. Well, everything was cool when we were kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Movies were better.
Yes, they definitely do not make movies like they used to.
Horror movies were better.
Horror movies are always better.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite like horror movies from like back in the day? Could be like 80s, 90s. Shit, I'll even give you early 2000s.
So mine was weird.
It's already fucking 25 years ago.
I didn't. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't exist. No. So I didn't get to watch a lot of horror movies growing up
Okay.
until I was a teenager because like I was.
Was it like your parents were like
Parents were like
not
that.
letting you, like restricting you from
Well,
watching it, or
it was like always around my little siblings. So like they're we're all about 18 months apart. So it was a.
are you the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Okay.
So the rule was if it's okay for my baby sister to watch. So she's like, what, 5-6 years younger than me.
Okay.
So if it's okay for her to watch, then it's okay for me to watch.
But if you're like 12 and she's only like 6 or 7, it's like as a 12-year-old, you're like, I'm cool with watching. I'm trying to think of something that would be semi okay as a 12-year-old.
like, Are You Afraid of the Dark was pushing it.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, because
Well-
she would just like, I don't want to watch it, and then it's like, all right, well, majority rules, and there's one TV, so it's like, all right, you know,
Yeah, I'm gonna go play with your Barbies.
yeah. Exactly.
Well, that's the thing is that like as a 5, 6, 7-year-old, when you see shit, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the scariest thing ever.
right.
But when you're 12, 13, you're like, I mean,
So-
it's scary, but at the same time, you're like, it's fake, or
Yeah,
at least
so
telling
when
like
when I saw a lot of the classic movies, like your, Freddy and
Jason,
and
Halloween,
Chucky,
all that,
all
yeah.
those, they were campy to me. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So I used to go to these Halloween parties when I was in high school. Like my one friend, she would throw it every year, and every year they'd throw on a horror movie about halfway through the party, and it's like, all right, we're gonna sit here and watch. And then I turned it to Mystery Science Theater. I just started making fun of it, and then I get kicked out every year.
yeah.
It's like, go upstairs. I'm
I
like,
would do the same thing.
All
Like,
right.
Tommy, get the fuck out of here.
I just got bored and was like, all right, let's just fucking campy.
I mean, if we were gonna put on one of those, I wouldn't actually give a shit.
yeah,
But if we're like, hey, we're gonna fucking throw this horror movie on, like if
No,
the
it was
party
like-
started dying down, and there's like 6 or 7 of us,
yeah.
I'd be like, Tommy,
Shut
fucking
up.
leave,
Yeah.
get out. So well, before I ask you this question, I want to do this. I had a buddy
Okay.
whose parents were super religious, super strict.
Okay.
Hindsight it feels like it was all fake, as it typically always is. But they would not let him watch horror movies at all. And I think at the time we were like 13.
Okay.
And I grew up watching horror movies. Like I was watching Evil Dead with my dad. I watched Friday the 13th with my folks.
Oh,
like
nice.
the Nightmare on Elm Streets, the Halloweens. I mean,
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
when Scream first came out. My dad and I were watching it. We rented it from like Blockbuster or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad fucking fell asleep like 20 minutes into the movie. So I'm like
I
sitting
love
there.
the Scream movies.
Yeah, I've only seen the first 2.
Okay.
I haven't watched Scream since like the 90s or early 2000s. I know there's like 10 of them now, but
Yeah, they're not much better. Like,
yeah.
Clearly, the first 2, maybe 3 are good. And
Fine, yeah.
then the first one's always the best one.
Well,
And
it was
then-
Wes Craven, right?
yeah,
Okay. Did he have his hand in any of the other ones?
I think so.
'Cause he kinda
Maybe as a
fucked off.
producer.
Okay, because he fucked off in the.
Like like Spielberg does producing, but it's not. It has nothing to
Right.
do with it. He's just like on the.
I'll
under
throw
the
money in
umbrella.
for it.
Yeah,
it's
I'll-
my
I'll never-
idea, and
yeah,
I'm just
and
gonna
I
give
say
you
my
money.
name on it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Ron Howard film, but I'll
I'm not
I'll say
doing shit
Spielberg.
with it. You just
yeah,
give me the money.
yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. But at that time, Halloween H2O just came out,
Okay,
and my buddy like really loved Halloween.
this is what about 2000.
No, this is like
Oh, no,
97,
Okay,
98,
yeah,
somewhere in there. And it was in the theaters, and he really wanted to go see it, and I was like, yeah, let's go see it.
hmm
And so he's like, he's like, my parents aren't going to let me see this. And I go, it's okay. Like, you and I will go. He's like, but we need, at the time, this is like right at the change where like you had to have like a parent or guardian to take you into the movies.
or look like you're over 13.
Right.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, I'll just take you boys. So my mom went in, she bought the tickets, walked in, and then we fucking went and saw the movie on our own.
Hell yeah.
And then we brought our skateboards and we're like, we'll just skate home. But that was one of the things like his parents would not fucking let him watch it. And
No.
at the time, like Halloween H2O was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think the Halloween movies are fucking gay, but except for the first one, I get
First
it.
ones are good. Like
Yeah,
first 2, 3.
I respect it as a stepping stone. I mean, Mike Myers really kicked off the whole strong silent type, I guess, if you will.
yeah.
Those big giant guys that don't fucking say anything and they're just slashing people up. But Michael Myers is so fucking predictable.
Who
And
started first? Was it Jason or Mike? Halloween.
Halloween.
Okay.
But before that, there was The Town That Dreaded Sundown, and that was actually like the OG.
Gotcha.
And
Never heard of that one.
it was it's based on a true story of like a serial killer, but he
Okay.
wore like those like knapsack masks that like Jason did in like the third movie, I
okay.
think, trying to finally figure out before they made like the hockey mask.
Yeah.
But that was like the OG, and then they made Halloween.
Right.
And of course, when you have a fucking banger theme song, like that really perks your ears.
Oh, for sure.
You know. And then they just kind of went on from there. I just every one is just so fucking predictable. Like all of the kills, like I hate the fucking Rob Zombie ones. Those ones suck.
I like those ones, but like, that's like it just the second one was very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I liked the idea. I just don't think it was really done that well. Like I
Yeah.
liked like cool, like see him as a kid and kind of that whole mental institution
I
thing.
love the was it the other Rob Zombie movies though? The House of the Thousand Corpses.
That's the only one I do like that he's made.
Um,
If I'm being honest,
the
this Devil's Rejects.
Devil's
that one,
Rejects
okay,
one
so that
is-
one was that
but
wasn't
that's
that
like
bad.
tied in with it.
Yeah. Then that one wasn't
But
bad.
that wasn't more of a horror movie. That was more of a
Yeah.
like they were just on the run. you
Right.
know?
I didn't watch 3 from Hell, which is the third part of that.
It was bad.
Okay. Let's go 31, which is just a basically
heard of
it's
it.
it's a like a remake. Did you ever see The Running Man with Schwarzenegger?
Okay. No.
It's kind of the same idea as like you're on this game show where everyone's got to kind of like kill each other, or it's like kill or be killed.
Okay, I remember that.
It's
seeing the
like that.
trailer. I must have missed that one then.
So yeah, that's basically the same thing, and that one fucking sucked. What is it? The Lords of Salem, I fell asleep halfway through that.
yeah.
and then I'm not even gonna fucking touch the monsters.
Oh my god! I was
I
excited.
loved-
I loved Monsters when
Yes.
I was a kid. So I was
Still watch
like, I will. I was so excited to see it. I missed it in theaters for whatever reason, but I finally like it was on streaming. I was like, fine, all right, it's awesome. I don't care about ratings because horror movies always get bad.
Yeah, because it's a
reviews, so-
fucking niche. Like, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I never look at reviews when I go see a movie, but I maybe 20 minutes I got through it.
And you shut it off because it was such
It was
shit.
so bad.
Dude, the trailer looked like shit.
I know, but I was like, all right, well, the monsters were campy. I get that.
Yeah.
But it was just like over campy.
Yeah, he like went just in the trailer alone. It like went over the top. It made like I don't remember if it was like Grandpa or like Herman. One of them just basically looked like they were just fucking like
A very cartoon version
out of their
a
mind.
cartoon version
Yeah, just like
of it.
it's like a super dumb. I'm
yeah,
like,
it's like all right. It's
They
like
weren't
a
even like that in the
5-year-old
show.
Wrote the movie. It
Yes.
was so bad.
yeah, I don't like Rob Zombie's films.
Fair enough.
His music's dope,
Yeah.
but yeah. Where were we going with this? Oh, Halloween. So
Halloween.
after I got one more thing to say, and then
Okay,
we're gonna
yeah.
get back into your tops here. But I did cave because one of my friends wanted to go see not the last Halloween movie, but the one right before that. It's like I don't know if it's like one of the first ones with like Jamie was back like as like like older.
Oh yeah.
So not the last was the last one was like Halloween Kills or something.
Yeah.
Whatever is the one that was right before that.
Okay.
I caved and I went, okay, I'll go watch this stupid movie with you.
Right.
We went in there, we're watching it. There's a part where there's somebody looking out the window, and I go, "We want to bet Michael's going to be coming right around that corner in 3,
Sweet.
2." Oh, what's weird? Right on time.
Well, a lot of those you've seen them all, kind of.
Well, the thing is with fucking Friday the 13th, the kills are fucking awesome and they're unique and they're different
Yeah.
every movie. So like, how do we top that one?
Right.
We're smashing naked teenage girls against a fucking tree in a sleeping bag. How do we top that? Oh, let's shove a harpoon through a bed, through a couple while they're having sex. Way cooler than fucking Michael.
Yeah.
Michael can suck my balls.
That's Freddy territory there.
Yeah. And Freddy's got all the cool one-liners, also dope
Freddy
kills.
was the best one, I think.
Yeah. So the thing is at the end of this, and listen, this is a spoiler alert, and I don't give a shit because Halloween fucking blows. But at the end of that one, they're running around the house, and Jamie's like, "Oh, here, let me move this center console like in the kitchen, like an island."
Mm-hmm.
She moves it to the side, and there's stairs to go down into the basement. So then they close it. Michael comes down around like in the kitchen like a few minutes later, and he's like looking around the house like, "Where are they? Where are they? Oh, I bet this island is fake." And then just starts picking it up and like trying to fucking rip it off. I'm like, how the fuck would he even know that? It was already closed before
First
they
off,
even
who has an island that moves? Fuck off.
It's like, yeah, I mean, not wrong, but like, it's like could be like your panic room or your fucking or your
yeah.
what you call it, especially the life that she lived. She probably did want to have some
Fair
sort
enough,
of escape
yeah.
room, But I'm like, there's no fucking way that he would do that. Also, the movies that he's driving a car around, and like,
Well, how else is he getting around that fast?
like, there's that really shitty one where they're doing a reality show in the house and it had Busta Rhymes in it. I think that's the one that he's driving around.
Is
But I
that
think
one
he's
of
done
those,
ones earlier.
Was that one of those parody
Resurrection.
Oh, okay, that was a real movie.
Yeah, Halloween Resurrection.
This wasn't like what do you call it? Scary Movie part
No,
5, 6,
no, no,
7,
no.
8. They were awful.
Yeah,
The
no, no,
first
no.
ones were great.
Yeah, yeah. The second one's the best.
Yeah.
No, no, no. This is he's. I think he actually drives in a couple different movies, and it's like, you figured out how to drive a
it's
car.
Fast and Furious. They have to get to space somehow.
Yeah.
And Jason got there so they can get there. You know,
Right.
you just got to throw logic out the window when you see those movies.
No, no, absolutely. But I mean, there's a certain point where you go, come on, dude. Like, I mean, it's funny. I actually just saw a video recently. It's like some dude like hauling balls, like running down like these like alleys and shit. It's like, this is Michael Myers when the camera's not looking at him. Because when the camera shows up, then he's like just standing there already.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite Michael Myers has nothing to do with the movies. It's still from that Menzingers music video.
The what?
The Menzingers music video. I don't want to be an asshole anymore.
Oh, that's Jason.
Oh, Jason. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And again,
Fuck
while-
Michael Myers then.
yeah. Jason's way cooler than
Yeah.
Michael.
He just shows up and he's way better at the strong silent type than.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So, and rant, I guess.
How'd you? So you only saw what, the first two Scream movies?
I think I saw the third one. Was the third one was like the War of the Worlds?
Scream?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of. I think you said Scary Movie.
Oh no, Scream movies.
Oh, Scream. I think I only saw the first two.
okay.
I think I only saw the second one. I don't think I watched anything
It
after
gets
that.
very repetitive of like, hey, you didn't think this person would be the killer, and then they rebooted it with a few new people in it, and it's like
Yeah.
it's not bad, but they still always try to bring back the final girl, like what's her name, Neve Campbell.
Nev Campbell.
They'll bring her back, just like-
Cindy.
Uh,
I feel like her name was Cindy.
Sydney or
Sydney.
Sydney,
Sydney.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then but like even like just Jamie Lee Curtis, they always try to bring back them like,
Yeah.
all right, cool, we'll tell you how to survive through this movie for no reason. Just,
Okay.
just to have the cameo.
Fair. So they brought Nev Campbell back in probably what, like in like 6, 7, or 8.
She's
I don't
in
even know
most
how many
of
this-
them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
Her and Courtney Cox are in most of them.
No shit.
Yeah,
Dude, I mean,
and
Courtney Cox had nothing else after Friends.
she had one more sitcom, but yeah, hasn't done anything in like almost 20 years now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. David Arquette was in it too.
Really?
Yeah, they brought him back for a few years.
Oh my gosh. That's
Spoiler.
hilarious.
Yeah. He's not in the new ones.
Interesting.
But no, it's a fun campy movie to go see still.
Okay.
If you're into the franchise. But how do you feel about Saw? Because after a while they just started getting gory. Like Saw started the gore part to it.
Right.
And that's when I kind of checked out.
So the first time I saw what's weird to say, I thought that was fucking cool as shit. I'm sure everybody did. Like the ending was sick. That the dude was just knocked out the whole time.
Oh
and
yeah.
that was fucking cool. The second one was also really sweet. That's when they have them all in like that one house, right? And then
Yeah,
Amanda
yeah.
gets thrown into that pit of syringes.
Right.
I feel like I watched the third one, but I don't even remember what it's
They
even
all
about.
kind of roll together.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really remember is just those first two.
I checked out when one of the Wahlberg brothers was in it. And he was a cop, and
Okay.
yeah, it's like, all right, you set up the next person to be the next Jigsaw, and it's just kind of continuing that way. And then they always try to bring him back as like, oh, we'll show him as a younger version of him. It's like,
Yeah.
he was like old as shit in the first one.
Yeah. And then I thought that like Amanda was supposed to be taking over
She
the whole.
did.
Okay.
For a while.
And then so I think I might have seen the third one,
Yeah.
but I don't remember it.
But after like I think about the fourth one, he got just as much gore as possible, and it's like, I'm out.
Was that Eli Roth?
No, he did Cabin in the Woods, I think. I don't know who.
Yeah,
did
he
Saw.
definitely did Cabin in the Woods. He did Hostel. He did Green Inferno. I'm trying to remember who did Saw though. I thought there was a name in there.
James Wan.
Oh, James Wan, which I think that he typically did more of like action movies and shit, or like suspense thrillers.
The Conjuring.
Conjuring. Okay, yeah, that's right. I do remember him doing Conjuring.
Yeah, he did the first couple of them. Came back for the next couple of Saws. But,
Okay.
yeah, now that they're like, I mean, to the point where they have already had the final chapter and they still making movies.
How many is there? Is there 5?
11.
Oh, wait, there's just as many Saws as there are Screams?
Well, they just did one. Last one was a spinoff with Chris Rock called
I do.
Spiral.
Okay, I remember seeing that being advertised.
It's basically within the Saw universe, though.
Okay. But like the actual Saw, because I feel like last year or something there was like the final Saw or
It was the final Saw. Let's see, that was Saw 3D, and that came out in
3D.
2010. And there was Spiral came out last year.
But I could have sworn that there was like an actual like Saw movie that just came out in the last like year or two. Am I wrong on this?
Probably Saw 10, which was 2023.
Okay. So as I say, I thought I saw something.
Yeah.
10. Holy shit.
11 if you count Spiral.
Right.
Which is like I think a prequel.
So it just goes to show you that I let those movies go after the first few. And what's funny too is that I remember like a year or so ago, it might have been when that new Saw came out, that I asked Jess, I'm like, do we kind of start over and just kind of watch through them? And then we're like, nah.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. And then we just never scooped back around it.
Right.
I did rewatch the first Saw though, I think in the last like 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome still.
Yeah. The first one's great.
Yeah.
And
I thought the second one was, I remember it being good, but I haven't seen that since that probably came
It
out.
always hits a campy storyline, and then just let's throw as much gore into the kills as much as possible. That's like when, like you said, The Conjuring and like Human Centipede, and
I love the Human Centipede movies.
I've never seen them.
Dude, they're so good. The second one's a fucking masterpiece.
I saw half a Hostel. I was like, I'm just checked out.
I saw the first 2 Hostels. See, like I mean, I love Eli Roth. Like his shit's dope. Like Cabin Fever, not Cabin. I think we said Cabin in the Woods. It's Cabin Fever is what he did.
Cabin Fever.
Hostels. Yeah, I only watched like the first 2. The Green Inferno was wild.
I never heard of that one.
It's basically like this like PC college group that goes to like another country because they're tearing down like the rainforest, but they end up running into fucking cannibals.
Okay.
And like basically capturing all of them, and they have to get their way out of this village of cannibals.
Gotcha.
It was dope though. The Thanksgiving movie was pretty good. I think that just came out last year. And Knock Knock was really cool. It's with Keanu Reeves, where those 2 girls like show up at his house.
I've heard about that one.
That's a fun watch.
But never saw it.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
It's good.
Just for the one scene or whatever.
With all the boobs.
Yeah.
It's a cool story. It's fun. I feel like we're getting sidetracked here, but I don't remember what my initial point was.
I think we were just talking about like I was talking about Saw.
The Saw.
And then how it went gory.
Oh yeah.
Instead of like scary.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I just let Saw go.
Yeah.
Cabin Fever. Did you say? So you saw that one?
No, that one I skipped out on.
Okay. Are you not into anything that's kind of gory?
Gory, I usually dip out on.
Okay, because
I mean, like
Cabin Fever is made to be just a bloodbath movie. That's it specifically. Like teenagers in the woods.
I tend to wait till other people tell me like, oh my god, you have to see this movie. Like it from multiple sources for horror movies these days because they are very like either really shitty, like Winnie the Pooh. We had to do something with the license, so we made it a horror movie.
We just watched it.
I'm marvelously curious about that.
So that's kind of where we were. Like when it came out, we're like, okay.
Yeah.
And I think it came out last year, and it took us all the way till about like a week ago. We finally went, let's just watch it, just so we could say that we watched it. It's really
bad.
Yes. I mean, listen, it had some cool parts.
Okay.
The acting in the beginning was actually good. But as the movie progressed, the acting just got really bad.
Yeah.
There's also a point, too, where this girl gets Winnie the Pooh takes a machete and has this girl up, like raising her up against like this tree, like how like Jason would.
Yeah.
But then shoves this machete like through her mouth.
Okay.
To like stick her to the tree. But it was.
Didn't they do that in Freddy vs. Jason with the chick from Destiny's Child?
Destiny's Child. I do remember him doing something, sticking her to the tree.
She had something that got shoved through her face.
Well, that was that's a Jason move.
Yeah,
he was doing that shit all the time. But the funny thing about this was it was a side shot, so like this. So the camera's from over here, and so it looked like, you remember when you're a kid and you're like, oh, watch me swallow this pen, and you tip
Oh,
your
yeah,
head
yeah,
back
yeah.
and you do it like by the side of your head.
Yeah.
They're doing that, but with a fucking machete. And so you're like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like to shove like this that whole fucking it was just I don't know. The thing is with the first one it had Winnie and Piglet as like the
Yeah, I saw the trailer for the second one where it's like, hey, we got Tigger too, and
yeah, the
fucking
second
Owl,
one's
and we got all of them.
yeah.
Like,
So I'm partially inclined to watch the second one.
get real drunk and just watch them.
Yeah, because it's like we knew what we were getting into.
Yeah.
There was only one shot of boobs, which was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta if you're
You
gonna
know,
shoot a
I
horror
always have
movie, you
that
should have
boobs,
boobs.
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It goes together like lamb and tuna fish. You know.
How do you feel about the newer movies that are? I mean, like outside of like the Winnie the Pooh and stuff like that, like
There's been a good handful of like new movies that I've been really impressed with.
Jordan Peele.
No.
No, you don't like any of those?
No, I think honestly, Nope. I think is the best one out of his. I
Okay.
think Us sucked. I think
Get Out was.
Get Out.
I love Get Out.
I liked the concept. I don't know. It just got to be too political. I think, and maybe that was the point. But it just took you out of the whole horror aspect of it.
Gotcha.
I think for what he did, what he was trying to do, great job. It wasn't a terrible movie. It was a good movie. It took me out of it once it became like a political thing. I was like, man, you could have made this so much cooler.
Gotcha.
You know.
Well, I mean, did you wait for a long time to see the movie, or did you see it like when it came out?
No, I think I saw it pretty like quickly, like after
Okay,
it came
so it
out.
wasn't like spoiled for you. That,
No,
like,
not at
it's
all.
Underlined for racism.
Right? No, none of that. No, like I think Nope took me a long time to watch, but I mean nobody was talking about it, so it was totally fine.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Black Phone was really good.
Okay.
I really liked that one. Talk to Me.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that one?
No.
Okay. What about Barbarian?
No.
Dude, that's a fun ride.
Okay.
That one you definitely have to check out. It's not like gory
Yeah,
by any
yeah,
means, but it's like it almost feels like two movies in one.
Okay.
It's done really well, and it's actually done by the. Did you ever watch The Whitest Kids You Know?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bald guy Zach,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
he wrote, directed, and cameoed in it. But this is his first one, so I'm actually very excited to see what he's going to be coming up with
Nice.
next. But this is his first one. Justin Long, Bill Skarsgård.
Okay.
I don't remember if there's anybody else like big name in there, but it's fun. It's very campy. It's like a more like thriller. It's not like horror.
Yeah, I like thriller more.
Yeah, and it feels like I just that's the one I definitely recommend.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Trying to think of what else. Is The Menu technically a horror film?
That was a very good movie.
That
I
was an
love that movie.
amazing movie.
I will put that up there with like
With that
kind of the Get Out, like psychological
Yeah.
type horror.
Psychological thriller.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's not horror, but yeah, thriller. I mean,
it was just like there's always like, why are those people still there at the end? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Well,
could have got out.
well, that's what he fucking tells them. He's like, dude, if you guys team up against us, you would have got out.
Yeah.
But it's just fear.
I mean, it was like that,
You're also stuck on an island, and there was no boat until that dude showed up.
yeah. And then what? The boat blew up at the end. Spoiler. Sorry for a movie that came out like. 3
No, it
years
wasn't.
ago.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't the boat that blew up because the girl made it across. She took the boat, but the restaurant blew up because he lit everybody on
I
fire.
thought she died at the end.
No, she sits there on the boat and
Eating
she's eating the cheeseburger that he made for
Gotcha.
her, and then she takes the menu and wipes it off, her mouth off with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I love that movie.
That was really
very,
good.
I was very surprised with that. I
Mhm.
didn't know anything about it. I just turned it on. I was like, oh damn, all right.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
We also just watched that new Shyamalan one, Trap.
Oh, the one about the guy at the concert.
Mm-hmm. With
I've heard mixed.
Josh Hartnett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the return of Josh Hartnett.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was. I actually like really liked it.
Okay.
Like
Sweet.
I feel like the last handful of his movies were kind of not so great.
Yeah.
Like did you watch Old?
No, I have not watched in my channel in a long time.
Okay, so he did one that was called Old, and it's basically like these people are on this resort. someone's like brings
yeah,
them to like
yeah.
the beach and like they're like aging like
You know what? I
quick as
saw that
fuck.
trailer way too many times. I got annoyed with it. So I'm like, I don't want to see the movie.
Gotcha.
It's one of those like they played it all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
well, it's one of those you turned me off on it. I'm cool.
It was a really cool
It
concept.
was a cool concept, but yeah,
I don't know.
There's a stigma with me with M. Night Shyamalan. It's like, all right, well, the whole time it's like I was waiting for a twist. Like a couple years ago, I was out with my buddy, and I used to watch Walking Dead at the time, and we were out on like a Saturday night, and he's like pulls up Twitter, and I'm like, oh, I guess something big happens on Walking Dead. I'm like, fucker. He's like, why didn't I tell you what happened? I'm like, dude, but the whole time I'm like, are you gonna die? Are you gonna die? Are you gonna die?
Well, now you're about to find out.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, cool. Every once in a while, you
Yeah.
get a good death on that show, but it's like,
And now you're expecting something.
Exactly. Like, what's a big, I'd rather go into not knowing anything.
Yeah,
a lot
of course.
things. So it's like, don't ruin it for me.
Mhm.
So M. Night Shyamalan is like, what's the twist? Are you the twist? Are you that twist? It's like, not worth it for me.
So I mean that's kind of his thing. I mean he looked up to like Hitchcock, like that's why he makes his cameos in all his movies like
True.
Hitchcock did, and Hitchcock was usually one to have like a cool twist in it.
It's a weird one, but have you ever seen Tusk?
Love Tusk. Dude,
Great
so
movie.
good. Dude, you could probably rely on me if there's some like weird ass
horror movie,
niche fucking horror like Tusk and Human Centipede, you're
Yeah.
gonna probably I'll
Tusk
be
was
like
great.
love it. Yeah. Kevin Smith did a really awesome job on that one. You know that all started off of a Craigslist ad?
Yeah.
He talked about it, I think,
On
at the
his
end of
podcast,
the
yeah.
Oh, it was the podcast?
Yeah. So they were going on a podcast, and then like as they kept talking about it, it's like, dude, this could be a really good movie. And like this is when Kevin Smith started smoking a little too much weed, but like it was like it literally
Yeah.
turned into it. Because so if you're watching it at the end, they have literally the part in the podcast over the credits.
Yeah, it's
Playing over
like,
the credits.
they actually found like a Craigslist ad of somebody asking
That it would
somebody
actually,
to come over and dress
dress
up
like
as
a
a walrus.
walrus.
Yeah.
and then their sick minds went,
Yep. And they go,
Crazy.
dude, this could be a sick ass horror movie, which it was. I loved it.
maybe that's what we need to do. The Pizza Bagels horror movie.
Yeah.
Find us a Craigslist ad.
Right.
We'll read it.
Find so we can make something dope out of it.
So we're getting close to the end, but I wanted to check with you. What would you think your top or the top 10 horror movies of all time are? I have the list, so I want to see what yours are
Oh.
versus what
Wait, so you want me to tell you what
What you
my top 10 are or what I think that
what
the top
you think
10?
the top 10 are.
Okay.
Because everybody has their own personal list, and it's going to be, what you think is great might not be what I agree with, but like we might agree with a lot of things.
Interesting. And so this is supposed to be of all time.
Yes, I have the 200 top horror movies of all time according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Ugh, I fucking hate Rotten Tomatoes.
But-
Everything that I like, they're like, oh, 33%, and everything. I'm like, this movie blows. They're like, 97%. Like,
Yeah.
suck my dick.
There's a lot on here in the top 10. It was questionable, but not like bad movie. It's just like okay.
Hold
But
on, before you keep talking. I'm gonna start writing down what I think the top 10 are. and
but
then-
it's some of them I've never heard of. Some of them are great, and some are just like, wait, that one's that low. So that's where I was like, I just want to see what your lists are and then compare it to it because I could easily read the list, but
yeah.
it's
So
a fun game.
is this
go with
up
it.
to like currently, like as of like 2024?
Yes.
Interesting, man. There's a lot.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Anything after 2016 is recent. So
So it's only up to 2016.
this I can't tell you when this website or
Well, at least
I
just
think
look,
they update
just-
it all the time. So
just
it's-
look at the top 10 movies. Is there anything that's like new?
not like new, not like in the last year or two, maybe. Not in the top 10.
Is there anything that the top 10 like skim through it really quick. What's like the latest year out of these top 10?
2018,
Okay.
2017. So I say 2018.
Okay. All right. Because I was gonna say because there's some movies that that came out in the last like year or two that are like could definitely fit that. But
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. I'm gonna take if you want to kind of maybe kind of go through a couple of like what's like the number 200 and kind of break a few down, and I'm gonna kind of make my
okay.
list here.
Let's
I'll kind
see.
of. let's see here. This is tough, dude.
Yeah. Sorry,
Um,
I kind of sprung that upon you. I should have.
no. That's fine. No, that's okay. I mean, yeah, I guess we could have done this, but whatever. This is fine. This is make it for content.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of them I've
This is
heard
just
of or
tough.
not.
Like, there's movies I'm like, this could definitely make top 10, but it's like,
Oh,
where top 10?
There's new ones on here, but not in the top 10. Alien Romulus is number 149.
Oh, so that just
The
came
one
out
that
this
just came
year,
out
right?
this
Okay.
year, yeah.
All right, that's okay. We're going to the top 10. You know what? I'm not even going to put them in order. I'm just going to make a list of 10 and then see how many of them make the top 10.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we'll do. I think that's more fair because trying to be too specific on like what the thing is. Then...
Yeah. Because I mean, like, well, like I said, your top 10 might be different than my top 10, but like,
I'm just trying to think of like
what a generic,
yeah, like what people would find to being like the best.
Right.
Okay.
Some of these make sense. Some of them are like questionable.
Oh, what's the? Damn, there's one. There is one that I really like that I'm trying. I know it begins with an S. What was the number 200?
Oh, I have to scroll back down. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We
I
got
scrolled
time.
back up because I think we were ready.
No. I still have a few more to fill in. I'm still pondering.
All right, number 200.
Yeah, give us like the 200.
Werewolves Within.
I've never even heard of that.
2021. Rare horror comedy.
Like maybe scroll down. Maybe do like scroll down. Do like every like maybe like 25. So do like 175. Tell us
Yeah.
like what 150 is, and then by the time we get down there, I only have a few.
Lost
more
Boys is 191.
Whoa.
Predator,
I love the Lost Boys.
Predator is 190.
All right, let's see what else. I'm trying to think.
The original Scream is 182.
Is there any sequels in that top 10? Did you see a sequel?
No, not in the top 10.
Okay. Because like if Friday, like let's say, or Nightmare on Elm Street, for example, like everybody loves like the third one is like the best one, the Dream Warriors. So I didn't know if they're going to be specific.
Not
on
in the
that.
top 10. I
Okay.
mean, it's definitely on the list, just not there.
Okay. I feel like a lot of these are going to be mostly older, but let's see what else. All right, I got two more to fill in.
Okay.
So go ahead and give us a couple more.
125 is Evil Dead.
Evil Dead, nice. I figured that. I mean, it's a cult classic. I had to make at least that top 200. It's definitely not everybody's cup of tea, but let's see, 2017 or 18 is the latest that it was in there. So
the top 10, yeah.
Yeah, the top 10. This is tough to think on your feet. Trying to think of like early 2000s. Oh, no.
I would go older if you were.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Most of them are. I'm also just trying to think of like. Those, like...
Eraserhead, it was 96.
Oh, nice. I almost forgot about this. That's a fucking classic. Let's see, and I got one more to fill in. What's number 100?
Was something I never heard of, but Dead Alive.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was like it's like one of the coolest zombie films. Like in Dead Alive, or let's just say one of the coolest killings. There's a point at the end of the movie where the main character rips off the handles for like a push lawnmower, like a pull start. He fucking ties a rope around his neck, ties it up, and he fucking starts it and like runs in this house with all these like zombie creatures and just tearing them up with the fucking running lawnmower that he's just holding up. Dude, it's fucking so cool, especially for that time. It was done by Peter Jackson.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was his first movie.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one, 94.
Yeah.
I saw the remake of that one. That was pretty good.
I
scared the shit out of my buddy. My buddy, I was with the girl at the time and turned to my buddy, and he looked like he was terrified. I'm like, do we need to leave? It's okay. Like, we're not gonna make fun of you. Are
you talking about the one with
like the remake of the original one?
Yeah, with what's her face, Jessica Biel. That one
Yeah,
was
probably
really,
was.
yeah, they
Yeah,
did a
that's what it
really
was.
good job with that one. I really like that one.
Oh, I'm surprised to see this one on here. Marvel did Werewolf by Night. It was like a TV movie
Was it
thing.
number 200?
That was 79.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just surprised that's not even on the list because like it is very good, but it's a weird Marvel property. I think they made it into a Halloween special, and then they re-released it in all black and white
Mm,
or a color. I can't remember, but
okay.
ready?
I am ready.
Okay,
So I have my 10 here.
okay.
And I will, I guess, check them off as we go. So give us number 10.
All right,
Mine are not in specific order. I just think that these 10 movies have a chance of being on the top 10.
all right. At number 10,
Okay.
A Quiet Place.
Damn, that's a good movie. I really liked that one.
Haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's
It's on
good.
my list. Yeah.
Yeah. The first one was great. They did a cool job with the second one. The third one just came out day one. Haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
So that one's next to watch.
Number 9, Aliens.
Damn it.
Don't have that on your list.
Nope, I
either?
don't. Nope.
This one I doubt you have on your list. Number 8 is 1933 King Kong.
Huh. I guess for its time, it was
That's-
probably a horror film, but
Yeah, monster movie, I guess.
okay.
That's why I was like, that one didn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
Number 7 is One Cut of the Dead.
No, I'd never even heard of that.
It has Japanese lettering on it, so I had no idea what the hell it's.
All right.
Uh,
So I'm 0 for 4 right now.
Number 6, Silence of the Lambs.
I have that one.
Which was it? What
I
number
put
do
it
you
at
have
number 4.
Okay,
I got Silence of the Lambs.
there you go. I
okay.
figured you at least have that one on your
Yep.
list.
Okay.
Number 5, the original Psycho from 1960.
Oh, duh. Didn't even think of that. I didn't. You know what? I completely kind of skipped out in the whole Hitchcock situation.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Number 4 is Get Out.
Okay.
We've already talked about that one.
Fine.
Number 3, the original Alien.
Oh, oh yeah, the OG.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there is I guess I
Alien
put
and
a
Aliens.
sequel. I didn't realize that. Yes,
Yeah.
my
No,
bad.
that's okay.
Number 2.
Can't believe I forgot about Alien. Go on.
Let the Right One In.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't. It was good. I didn't hate it.
Yeah, but I don't know if it would be
But
number 2.
No, for sure. This is why I fucking hate Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, and number 1.
Exorcist.
No,
What? Okay, what is it?
Jaws.
I mean, yes, Jaws is awesome.
Halloween. The original Halloween is number 11.
Okay. So here, let me tell you what my
Okay.
list is. All right, so Halloween was number 11.
Yeah.
So damn, I'm 1 for 10. All right, I put Exorcist in there. I thought Exorcist was this typically I feel like is like number 1 in like
I saw
all
it
of the
on here,
fucking,
but I
like,
don't
horror
remember where I
things.
saw it. I'm just reading off my phone with the list, so
and that's fine. I mean, you don't have to scroll
Yeah.
through. I mean, if you see it, you see it. I also had It on there.
yeah. The remake of it was pretty low, but I didn't. Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street. Did you say that one?
I didn't have no.
Okay.
So
That one's 48.
okay. Exorcist. I had It. I had The Shining.
Shining was pretty low from I saw that earlier.
I also figured that The Conjuring had like a huge following, so I thought that one had been on there. Sinister, which was amazing. I thought Poltergeist might also been on there,
Yeah.
and Saw. And then I had Halloween, and Amityville Horror. Those are my 10. Oh, and then
Yeah.
also Silence of the Lambs.
Number 14, by the way, is Shaun of the Dead.
Damn, I love. See, I didn't think.
love
I
Shaun of the
didn't. Dude,
Dead,
Shaun
but-
of the Dead's so good. I like. Hot Fuzz is like one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
And I didn't even. I guess I kind of fucked up because that definitely would have fit in that realm of.
Well, I don't know if it's based off of like where they're getting this ranking of. Is like based off box office? Is it based off of like user score, which is
Just being
always
fucking
dumb.
idiots.
Yeah,
I hate Rotten Tomatoes, dude. I named off like 10 legit,
oh
Horror
yeah,
movies.
oh, yeah, like,
and only one of them was in the top 10.
yeah,
And this is according to Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah. I just happened to see it was like click on the top 200.
I'm just gonna pull up top 100 horror films and just see what it.
That isn't Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that isn't fucking shit. Fuck dirtbags. All right. Okay,
Shit,
so
fuck.
this one is best of all right 2024. Okay, so the top 50 scariest movies of all time. Okay, so this one here says number one is Psycho.
Okay.
Two, Train to Busan. Damn, that was a sick ass movie. Did you watch that one?
No.
Do you like zombie flicks?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, it's a Japanese zombie flick. That one was really good. Three, It 2017.
Okay.
Four, It Follows. I fucking hate It Follows. It Follows sucks. Did you see that one?
No.
It's just an STD ghost.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it sucks.
All right. Well, thanks for saving me 2 hours.
Yeah, The Skin I Live In, that was a little weird and off the wall, but I did like it. That was number five.
Mm-hmm.
Number six, The Orphanage. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
Number seven, Night of the Demons. That's a classic.
Mhm.
You know, teenage kids go to a Halloween party in a haunted house, an actual haunted house, and
Yeah.
then shit hits the fan. Number eight, Carrie.
Yeah, Carrie was very low on Rotten Tomatoes for whatever reason.
Like being
The
like
original-
closer, being like closer
Oh.
to 200 or closer to.
Yeah, it's like
oh.
150, 200 or something like that.
Yeah. Number nine, The Birds, Hitchcock, and then number 10, Get Out.
I got another list from Variety.
Okay.
Number one is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one.
Okay. OG.
Two is The Exorcist.
See, I figured it's. I feel like it's always in the top 10.
Three is Psycho.
Okay.
Four is Jaws. Rosemary's Baby is number five. Night of the Living Dead is six. That's the first one I've seen on the list.
Night of the Living Dead. Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, that really kicked off the whole fucking zombie thing.
yeah.
Fuck, I completely forgot all about that.
Audition.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard of it. From
Japanese
1999? Okay.
film. Yeah, that's gnarly. Japanese films, they're always kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Frankenstein number 8, the original Frankenstein.
OG Frankenstein.
Yeah. Salo or the 120 Days of Sodom.
So that one is on my list. I heard that's just a really fucked up film.
That's number 9.
Yeah, that one I have like on like so anybody out there that's a big movie buff, you love watching movies, there's an app called Letterboxd, BOXD,
Mhm.
and it's really great to use if you're wanting to, like, when you watch movies, you can rate it. If you want to leave reviews, you can, but you can also grab all these movies and put them on your watch list. So when you're like, oh, what should I watch tonight? Like, I can't think of anything. Boom, you click on your watch list and you have every movie that you were like scrolling through the app. You go, add this to my watch list. And it's fucking so dope to use.
Perfect.
Sorry, I see you looking this up. I know we have a few minutes here, but I might try to see if I can get a quick phone call to a horror buddy of mine
Okay.
and see what his top 10 are. And what he thinks the top 10 are.
Yeah.
Would
I
down
don't remember
the list, yeah.
I can pull it back up if you need me to.
No, it's fine. What would be like your actual like what are like your like at least like 3 like favorite horror films?
I don't know. I guess like my favorite would be like Scream.
Like the OG
The
Scream?
OG Scream. I think it's because I watched it so many times when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, grew up right in that area. Like, that's when it came out. I remember seeing it in the theaters. And stuff like that. The OG, the original Saw, also same thing.
Which is fucking great. Yeah.
And then I guess House of Thousand Corpses I've seen so many, probably more times than any other horror movie. For whatever
Really?
reason. Yeah.
I mean that was done really well. Like I
Yeah.
said, that's really the only one that I really actually like enjoyed out of his whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it's
But it does.
Rainn Wilson's first acting role.
What? Is it really?
It's one of his first acting roles, yeah.
Interesting. I mean, he does look really young.
And Chris Hardwick from the 90s came back from that.
Yeah.
He was fat Chris Hardwick at the time.
I didn't realize that House of a Thousand Corpses came out before The Office.
Right
The American?
Right before The Office, yeah.
Amazing.
Because it was like one of those, it was kind of weird to see. It's like, oh, that's that dude from House of the Thousand Corpses. All right, and now he's playing this weird comedic role. And then I remember it was that, and 40 Year Old Virgin was the big one that came out right before The Office popped off.
Interesting. And like, and he's had some other like cool little like rando movies.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of indie flicks and stuff with that. But
Yeah.
like, yeah,
There-
it was just weird to see him. Like, I want to say it was one of his first acting roles,
Nice.
or at least major acting roles. You know,
Yeah.
first movie.
There was one that we just watched not that long ago. That it's Rainn Wilson, and basically he plays a cop, and there's like this kid that gets like knocked down like this like well or whatever. These kids try to break down. I forget what it's called. It actually might be called like The Well.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's probably not right. Hold on, let me take a look here. But that was a really cool like suspense. Oh, it's called Don't Tell a Soul.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's basically, yeah, he's a security guard who falls down into an abandoned well while chasing two teenage brothers.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, he was in Galaxy Quest. Never mind.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
okay. So let me set this up here. Let me move this around.
Would you like to see another remake of something, or are you kind of done with the remakes of like the classics,
No, I'm
like The
over, yeah.
Exorcist? They try to do.
Yeah. No, I'm so over the fucking remakes and all that shit. Like, I don't know. It's just it's annoying because you're always looking for something more creative or like new ideas, but like
Or you have to throw back to the original one, and there's too many. Like, let's go for the Easter egg versus the story.
right. And the thing is like I was reading something like online about like how like Hollywood purposely does they barely will take new ideas because they already have basically a recipe.
Well,
right, like
it's like, oh, nostalgic, yeah, that sells.
bring it back. Yeah, we'll just
Oh.
redo it again.
Here's another one that is semi horror movie that was great. Ghostbusters.
Ah,
Just thought about that.
yeah, I guess it would be a horror comedy.
Yeah, horror
There's
comedy.
ghosts and shit. Yeah. Also fucking classic.
Oh,
So good.
1 and 2 was good.
Yeah, they were both great.
What you got one that you like better?
Well, I mean, I think the first one's cooler,
Yeah.
but the second one was dope with like the painting and everything.
Mhm.
I liked it. And then I didn't watch the one where they did all females.
It was bad. It was bad because they wrote it like the Ghostbusters were in the movie, but they weren't the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, okay,
Like-
gotcha.
Aykroyd and Bill Murray were in the movie, but it was had nothing to do with. They were like cameos. It was
Yeah.
it was just bad writing. I was cool with it being all female, and they could have done a way better. The what do you call it? The remakes of them now, the last two weren't horrible. It was
I liked I haven't seen the newest one, but the one newer one where the family
Afterlife?
moves into
Yeah, that was good.
Aykroyd's and it's like he
That
was
was
like
all
the
right.
grandpa.
but that was a love letter because it was Reitman's son wrote that movie or wrote and directed the movie.
Okay.
So it was
I liked it,
they kept
though.
it in the family. Everything was like
Yeah.
honor the OG Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good though. I liked it.
Well, to me, that was a little bit too many like callbacks to have callbacks. It's like, oh, he happened to have a Twinkie in his pocket because there was a Twinkie in the first one. So
Right,
it's like,
yeah.
all right, we
Too
get
many
it.
of those, yeah.
And I mean, it could have also been like I saw 2 or 3 movies like that leading up to that, so I'm like, I'm just kind of
That's true. Yeah.
nostalgia. Like, give me something kind of new. you
Yep.
know?
Did you see the newest one?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good?
It was
Okay.
good. Yeah,
I
it was
still need
a
to
lot-
check it
I
out.
thought it was a lot better than the first one because it was
So
less,
everything like freezes over?
Yeah,
Sorry?
it was
okay.
less callbacky
Okay.
than the first one, and then it was just like, all right, cool. You've established it. You moved back to New York, and then go from there.
Okay.
So it was a lot better.
All
I
right.
thought.
Yeah, that one's on my list. I definitely want to check it out. Okay, let's try to make this call really quick.
They know we're calling.
I texted him and told
Okay.
him.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
What the fuck?
Did he answer the text?
I don't know. I mean, he just fucking.
Is it exhibit?
Hold on a second here. That's speaking of throwback.
Or what's his name with I couldn't remember the name.
Oh,
of
the synthesia.
yes, that's the Caesar guy.
Bagel would be proud that I pronounced it on the first time.
There you go.
Your call has been forwarded.
Did he? What the fuck? I texted him. I said, "Hey, I'm going to be calling you here in a second."
Maybe he's
And then he
expecting-
said, "Who, me?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to call you." And I was like, "I have a horror question." And now it's ringing once and going directly to voicemail.
he has his phone on or something.
Yeah, did he just fucking shut his phone off to be like, no?
Is it Voldemort? I told you I don't want to be on your show.
I was actually gonna text him like, "Did you shut your phone off, dude?"
Yeah. Unfortunately, you are my horror expert that I would go to.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
you have a whole horror room in your house.
that's true. Yeah.
So
Yeah, Jess and I we definitely love watching our horror. And like I said, we have pretty good luck on finding some really dope gems, but sometimes we're just let's just cheese it tonight. Fuck it, let's throw in Winnie
Yeah.
the Pooh, dude.
get a little drunk and watch that shit.
Oh, he's calling me from here, dude. No, decline. You answer on this number.
You had to have that already tell you to.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
He
that
just
working?
he just tried calling me on my.
Is it one of those he can only call in? Have him call the number.
Hold on.
I know sometimes phones will do that where it's they call in. You can only make calls, but you can't receive them for whatever reason.
I don't know. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna give him the number. That phone number
440
363
0121.
I was just about to do that. Oh. All right. So he says, no, I just don't allow calls from unknown numbers. So I said, all right. So I just told him to call that so he can call here and all.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you. That must be a new setup that I don't have.
Yeah, it must be.
Then again,
Because I told him before, I was like, hey, I'm going to call you from a 440 number. And he's still calling me on this. Hold on a second.
put him on speaker.
What's going on here? Oh. It's bringing in here. Hello? Hold on a second here, bud. Can you hear me?
There it is.
Oh, is that coming through?
I can hear it. Try it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think it's coming through the phone.
Yeah.
Josh, it's Tony, obviously. I'm doing
Yeah.
I'm doing the podcast and we're doing a Halloween horror episode. I need to get your opinion because we just did the top 10 horror films according to Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, you know how I feel about Rotten
Okay.
Tomatoes. So, what would you guess that these top 10 would be? Probably going as latest as 2018.
Top 10?
Yeah.
What, do you want me to start with, number 1?
You can put them in any order. You can just give me 10 movies you think that are in the top 10. Because I
The
was...
Exorcist?
Nope. That was one of mine, too. Go on.
Oh, The Shining?
Nope. That was also one of mine. Go on.
All right. A Quiet Place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Quiet
actually
Place
number
is on there.
10. Nicely done.
I figured that would be in there because, Rotten Tomatoes doesn't like old movies.
Yeah, apparently not.
Well, somewhere.
Well, some are, but
What
go
about
on.
Possessor?
Nope.
Trying to think. Man, I'm really Rosemary's Baby.
Nope.
No, it is in top 20.
Okay, so every single classic horror movie that's on there is not actually on there.
There's
Okay.
actually...
All right.
Yeah, I mean, there is a couple classics. One that you love specifically, or I should say two that you love specifically, are on
Halloween's on there.
this. Nope.
That was number 11.
Number 11.
Oh, number 11. All right. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Nope.
I'm really running out of steam. Silence of the Lambs.
Okay, that one was on there.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I haven't lost
That was-
faith in humanity.
Yeah, that was number 6. Do you want me to give you the list?
Yeah. I'm running out of steam here.
Okay, so
I don't know what
I'm
it
going to
wants.
tell you what mine were, my 10. in no specific order. I just put 10 movies down I thought would be in there. So I did The Exorcist, It, Shining, Silence of the Lambs, Conjuring, Sinister, Poltergeist, Saw, Halloween, Amityville Horror. That was my list. Okay.
Okay.
So
What's the 10?
what's that?
What's their 10?
So number 10 was A Quiet Place. Number 9
Okay.
was Aliens.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Number 8 was King Kong. Number 7
Mhm.
was One Cut of the Dead, which I think is a Japanese film.
Okay.
Number 6 was Silence of the Lambs. 5 was the original Psycho. 4
Okay.
was Get Out.
Okay.
Number 3 was Alien.
Okay.
Number 2 was Let the Right One In.
I gotta debate that one because Aliens is better than Alien. But
Well, not according to those fuck faces. Number 2 was Let the Right One In. And number 1 was.
was that the remake or the original?
Do you remember if it was
I want to say it's the original.
the original?
Yeah,
Okay.
the original.
Okay.
And then Jaws was number 1.
Ooh, Jaws is a good one too.
No.
All right. Well, that makes sense.
No.
Well, I'm gonna have to look this up even further, like later on. So.
Yeah, I figured when Tomboy gave me the list here, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking call Josh because he's gonna be also furious about this because there's no fucking way that all these. Because I knew what you were also gonna be guessing, and I was like, there's no fucking way. So
Yeah, I really lost like a lot there, and I'm like, if I guessed anything else, I wouldn't think it was on there. But Aliens is notoriously known as the better Alien movie, so
yeah, the
I
sequel.
still stand by that one.
Well, that made number 9. So
All right, my man. Well, dude, hopefully I answered your question, but I'm at work, so I gotta go.
nope,
Oh,
that's
shit.
totally fine. Thanks for answering, bud.
Thank you, man.
Love you.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good time.
Bye bye.
All right. Sweet.
Okay, so yeah, I needed to.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. That's my when I have to discuss anything horror. If Jess isn't around,
Gotcha.
I go to Josh and
Yeah.
we'll have a whole fucking thing
There
on
you
it.
go.
So, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's kind of it, huh?
Yeah. I think
I
that's
think we've
about
made
it.
our time. Hope you guys had fun. 440-363.
0121.
Nice. Yeah. So let us know what you guys think about that top 10 list.
Yeah.
Also, send us a text or leave us a voicemail on what your top 10 is.
Yeah.
What are your favorite top 10 horror movies?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be any specific order. Just want to know what the top 10 is.
Right.
Send it in, and then we'll discuss it on the next episode and debate what your good or shitty movies are in the top 10.
We will judge you.
We will definitely judge you or praise you.
Yes.
So again, 440-363.
0121.
Nice. Also, it's at Pizza Bagels Pod on all of the other social medias: YouTube, Spotify, Apple, TikTok,
TikTok.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I think that's
we'll
it.
back to all those eventually.
Yeah. All of those things. So if you want to hang out and watch some video clips on TikTok and Instagram, you can listen to all of our shit. Spotify, Apple, YouTube.
Yes.
Watch the videos.
Watch the classics.
Yeah. We will be having video back up here soon. In the meantime, if I'm not so busy this week, I will try to get a bunch of photos and shit over to you so you can edit that. Oh, shit, it's going up tomorrow. So there's,
no way.
you're not getting, yeah. Okay. So you just listen to it on YouTube if you have to.
Yeah, pull up the list as we read along as we go.
Yeah, there you go. It's like a read along with the adventure.
We'll,
Okay.
we'll add the chimes in post.
Yeah. So I guess that being said, that's it.
Yeah.
Tomboy?
Yep.
All right, 440-363.
0121.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Pizza Bagels with Tony and Dave. Oh, Pizza Bagels. That's the name of this podcast. Pizza Bagels.
Oh, the rain coming down. It's all spooky
Yeah,
season.
right when we ended the episode, it's
Hell
just
yeah.
pouring down rain.
So I don't know if you checked your inbox for TikTok, but I did send you this.
I have not.
Okay.
Should I pull it up?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna
pull it
play
up.
the audio on here.
It's if Silence of the Lambs was a romantic comedy,
Oh, if they like made like
they
a trailer,
made a trailer
for it.
and it's fucking hilarious.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this up right now.
And it's because I know it's one of your favorite movies.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, if Silence of the Lamb was a romantic comedy, this is the trailer that somebody made.
Is that a good job, FBI agent? Get to travel around and stuff?
Sometimes you do.
You know, we get a lot of detectives here, but I must say I can't ever remember one as attractive.
That music's so good.
UVA, doctor. It is not a charm school.
So
Clarice
80s.
Starling wants nothing more than to make it at the FBI.
Yes.
But so far, turning heads is easier than getting ahead.
Jobs come up, and I thought about you.
Or
Not
getting
a job,
head.
Really more of an interesting errand.
Who's the subject?
The psychiatrist Hannibal Lecter.
Now, her new assignment might be biting off more than she can chew.
It's very clever using you, pretty young woman.
Dr. Lecter, my name is Clarice Starling. May I speak with you?
You know what you look like to me with your good bag and your cheap shoes? You look like a rube.
Perhaps you'd care to lend us your view on this questionnaire, sir. Did you do all these drawings, Doctor? All that detail just from memory, sir?
Memory, Agent Starling, is what I have instead of a view.
She was looking
I
for a
tell
way
you
in.
things, you tell me things. Not about this case, though. About yourself.
Are you hitting on me, Doctor?
He was looking for a way out.
Bars couldn't keep them apart.
Doing, Miss Starling, is coming into my hospital to conduct an interview and refusing to share information with me for the third time.
People will say we're in love.
Maybe you can decide for yourself whether or not I'm qualified enough to do that.
Just do your job, but never
The
forget
music
what he
really
is.
makes it.
Oh yeah.
And what is that?
From celebrated
Jack
author.
Crawford is helping your career, isn't he? Apparently, he likes you, and you like him, too.
I never thought about it.
Your first lie to me, Clarice.
Jodie Foster
You fly back to school now, little Starling.
and Anthony Hopkins in the most romantic movie of the year.
Oh, Clarice, your problem is you need to get more fun out of life.
The Silence of the Lambs.
You mean this is like a clue from a real murder case? Cool.
Just ignore him. He's not a PhD.
Dude,
Is that a
that's
good
so
job?
I figured
good.
you would love that.
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious.
We got to figure out how to make those ourselves.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
But yeah, this is one little anecdote to add to
Oh,
the
absolutely.
horror movies.
So good. Thanks for sending that.
No problem.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was
Look it up on
hilarious.
yourself. It's a hilarious video to watch.
Yeah, you can look it up on TikTok. Yeah, just the Silence of the Lamb rom-com. I'm sure
Yeah.
you could find it. Yeah, that was great.
All right.
All right, well, I guess we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.